Hello and welcome. My name is Annika. I'm a yoga teacher and coach, and I'm really excited you found your way to my channel. This is my very first yoga video here on YouTube, and I am really grateful that you have chosen to take this class. This is going to be a 15 minutes morning practice just to wake up the body, stretch out, get rid of any stagnant energy and get ready for the day. It's a beginner-friendly class. You don't need any props unless you have already practiced yoga and know that you prefer working with props. And yeah, with that, let's get started. We are starting today in child's pose. So knees come apart, big toes are touching. We're trying to keep the bums close to our heels as we can. And then fold forwards, walking our hands forward, finding a nice long stretch here. The forehead's towards the ground. If you can't quite reach it, you might like to use a prop or a cushion, depending on what feels nice to you and what you've got available. Let's just take a moment here to settle in, to let go of any to-dos that might have already popped up into your mind. Take an inhale, and with an exhale, let all of that go. Instead, focus on your body. Notice any stiffness, any tightness, your energy levels, and just become aware of how you are feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally. Don't assign any meaning to those sensations, just acknowledge them. They are neither good nor bad. They simply are. Let's take one more deep inhale here. Really take up as much space as you can in your torso, and then let it all out with a sigh. One more like that. Inhale and exhale with a sigh. Then with your next inhale, lift your head off the floor a little bit, come onto your fingertips, and we're just going to walk a little bit towards the right, dropping the head back to the ground and maybe pressing into your hands so you can move that left hip a little bit away from you, feeling a stretch in that side body. One more inhale here. And then exhale, and we'll come up onto the fingertips with the next inhale and walk all the way towards the other side. Again, letting the forehead rest back onto the floor once you are there, and then maybe pressing into the hands to deepen that stretch. And then last breath here. And with your next inhale, we walk back to center. And then this time, walk the hands back towards us. So you are in a kneeling position with your knees apart. Going to reach the arms up. And then as if you're sort of climbing a rope, sort of reach your arms really high, finding length in the side body. Really exaggerate here that movement, finding activity and engagement in the muscles. One last breath here. And then bring the arms back down in a nice wide circle. So your hands can then rest on your knees. And we're just going to take a couple of circles here. Doesn't matter which direction you're going. We'll change direction in a moment. Nicely arching your spine, bringing the chin towards the chest as you go back. And then lifting your chin a little bit, opening the chest when you come forward. Change direction. And the same here, just really feeling into our body, upper body, all sides, front, back, left and right. Just notice as well as you move how you're feeling in the body. Is there any stiffness? Make your movement smaller and come back to center. Bring your knees together and then we're going to come onto all fours. Hands are under, well, wrists are underneath your shoulders and your hips are above the knees. And we're just going to continue waking up the spine with cat and cows. So with your inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, bring the gaze up, arching your back here, finding engagement in the core. And then with your exhale, press into the hands, round the back and bring the gaze towards your belly button. And then working with your breath, move back and forth here a few times. Maybe holding one of the positions for a little longer or even both if it feels nice in your body. Really listening to what feels good for you this morning. Let's do one more each. And when you're done, let's come back to a neutral spine. Step back once you're there with your right foot, curling your toes under. So the back leg is nice and stretched, and then press that heel away from you. So you probably will feel a stretch along the back of your leg. One more breath. And then we're going to lift that back foot off the floor. Finding engagement in the core here, so your hips stay level. And then lift the left arm off the ground. So you're now reaching the right foot and the left hand away from you. Take an inhale here, really reaching. And with an exhale, bring the elbow and knee together underneath you, so you're rounding your spine. Inhale, reach the hands away. Exhale, round the spine, elbow and knee come together. One last time, reaching them away from each other. Core is nice and engaged here. Exhale, round the spine. And then plant your hand and bring the knee back to the ground. And we'll do the same on the other side. So left leg steps back, toes are curled here. And then press that heel away from you, really creating some sensation in the back of your leg. And then let's lift that back foot off the floor. Again, find engagement in your core here. And then lift the right arm off the floor, reaching that hand away from you. Inhaling here and exhale, we round the spine, elbow and knee come together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow, knee come together. One more on the side, reach, reach, reach. And round the spine here, pressing into that bottom hand. Plant both hands and knees on the ground. This time we curl both toes under and then lift up into downward facing dog. Pedal your feet here, find any movement that feels nice in your body. Keep a bend in the knee here. It's more important to have a nice long spine than to get the heels onto the ground. I've been practicing yoga for over 5 years and I still can't get my heels onto the floor. So press both hands evenly into the ground. Gaze towards your feet or the back of the mat. You want the shoulders away from the ear and also externally rotating your upper arms. Engage your core, lift the sit bones, and maybe you can create a sensation as if you're pulling your ribs towards each other. One more breath here. And then bend your knees, bring the gaze forward, and as slowly as you can, walk your feet forward towards your hand, coming into a forward fold. Again, with the knees bend here, unless you're really after a stretch in the back of your legs, so I'd rather stretch the lower back here. You can keep the hands on the floor, or you can hold onto your elbows and maybe sway a little bit from side to side. Letting go of your head here. Maybe like me, hearing a couple of pops in your spine. And then from here, release the elbows if you were holding onto them. With an inhale, we lift halfway up. Nice long spine. Hands can be on the floor, the chins or your thighs. Gaze is forward. And then with an exhale, we forward fold. Just to then roll up with our inhale into a standing position. Tadasana, mountain pose, shoulders and head come up last. You've got a choice here. You can have your feet hip width apart. So like anatomically your hips, not where you think your hips are. And the other option is, which is the more traditionally yogi style, is to have the big toes together and a little bit of space between the heels. I prefer my feet to be hip width apart. It just feels more stable in my body, but that's your choice. Find some engagement in the legs by pressing the feet into the ground, maybe pulling some energy off up from the ground. Find a nice long spine and the arms at the side of your body with the palms facing forward. Shoulders are relaxed and your chin is parallel to the floor here. Let's take one inhale and exhale audibly again. One more like that. Inhale, and with the exhale, let anything that's coming up, that came up during your sleep, anything that you know you have to do today, just let it all out, let it go. We've got a couple more minutes here together. With the next inhale, we reach the arms up, hands come together, and then exhale, hands come down to heart center, and we forward fold. Inhale, come up to that half lift again. Exhale, forward fold, and then this time planting both hands, we step back into plank for one vinyasa. Your knees can come down here. I really want to press into your hands so the shoulder blades come away from each other. And engage your core here, engage your glutes. And with the exhale, we lower all the way to the floor slowly and with control as you can. Inhale, come up into cobra. And exhale, we forward fold. Push up into downward dog. And we're just going to stay here for 3 more breaths. If you'd like to find any movement here, bending one knee and the other, or maybe bending both knees and then twisting so your knees go to the right and the heels go to the left. And then you can go the other way. Just listen to your body here. Let's take one more full breath. And then we're going to plant our knees back to the ground and take a comfortable seat. Just going to stretch our shoulders a little bit. I'm going to start by bringing our right arm across the body and using the left hand or the left forearm to just pull that a little bit closer to you, creating a bit of a stretch on the outside of our shoulder. Try and stay with your breath as much as you can, or the sensation in your body if that is easier for you. Let's switch sides here. Left arm crosses, using the right arm to pull it a little bit closer. One more breath, and then let's release. Let's do a couple of circles with the shoulders here. So bringing them forwards, up and back. You can have your hands down, or you can maybe hold onto your shoulders with your hands and do circles like that, bringing the elbows in. It depends a little bit what feels more comfortable to you, where you feel the sensation, and then just go the other way, please, just to make sure we've done the other direction as well. Okay, bring your shoulders back to center. We're just going to squeeze them up to our ears, really squeeze, 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 and with an exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Squeeze, 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 and exhale, release, really softening the shoulders here. And then we're just going to do a side twist, a gentle version. So you can stay like this, cross-legged, works exactly the same. Or if you would like to find a stretch in your hips as well, you can bring the soles of your feet together, making the diamond as big or as small as you would like. And then we're going to bring the right hand behind us. And then if you're sitting cross-legged, you bring the left hand onto your knee. If you are in Baddha Konasana, it might be more comfortable to have your hand on your chin. On your shin. Inhale, and with an exhale, twist. So you want to maintain a nice long spine. Try and recreate that with every inhale, and twist with each exhale. Notice where you're feeling the sensation in your body. And then stay with your breath. Try not to use that left hand to pull you around. You want to be able to do this twist from your upper body rather than using your hand to pull you around. Say one more breath. And with the exhale, we release and come back to center. And then we'll move to the other side. So left hand reaches behind you. Right hand towards the knee if you're cross-legged, or probably, I don't know, maybe the ankle, maybe the chin. So inhale here and exhale, twist. Again, don't use that hand to sort of force yourself into this twist. See if you can twist with your body, even if it isn't as deep. Especially in Baddha Konasana, there might not be as much mobility in your body as you are used to. Let's enjoy these last few moments here together before our days properly kick off. One last breath here in the side twist. And then exhale, we come back to center. Bring your feet back into a comfortable cross-legged seat. Let's take 3 breaths here together. Hands can be on your knees. Or maybe it'll feel nice if you put one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Inhale and exhale slowly, softening the shoulders with the exhale. One more breath, really deep inhale, taking up space. Feel your chest lift, the belly expand. And then exhale, softening the shoulders, softening the jaw. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a moment here to tell yourself, well done. You did a morning yoga class. You took the time for yourself. That is amazing. So well done. Take a moment to be grateful to have the time to do this, to make this part of your self-care. And then let's say namaste. Thank you so much for watching this first yoga class that I've ever put on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it. There is more coming. I would love some feedback. So if you would leave me comments down below, that would be amazing. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to working with you in the future, and I hope you enjoy any upcoming videos. So thank you and have a great day.